This is just a cruiser bike. It's almost like a poser. Come on, come on, come on, hit 30, 30, 30, 30. So very comfortable. I love to bounce on my bike. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. What is inside the box right here is a first of its kind for Tenways. If you've been following the channel, you know I love Tenways bikes. They sent me this because this is the first bike with a throttle. Yes, it is super lightweight, it is very powerful, and it has the widest saddle in its category, okay, which I think is going to be fantastic. So, like we always do, let's take it out of the box, put it together, take it for a spin, then we're going to grade it on fit, form, and function. You can tell by all the packaging, look at how well protected this beautiful electric bike comes to your door. I mean, it was unbelievably well protected and so easy to put together. Here's what you get, okay? First, before we get into all this kind of stuff, you get some very nice tools. This is a pretty cool little miniature air pump right here with directions. You get reflectors, of course. This is your battery charger. This is what separates the calipers during shipping, and I always keep these in case I take the tire off or anything. I don't want the calipers collapsing. And then you get a very nice, look at that, owner's manual. And I'll show you a secret right here. If you scan that, you're going to get some information that is really, really cool. So I'll give you that in just a minute. First of all, though, let me tell you, you get a 2-year warranty with the Wayfarer right here. This is, like I said, the first electric bike from Tenways that has a throttle. Okay, I suggested this to the company many, many times. I've done it several Tenways evaluations, and I told them, as Americans, we need this. I'm not taking credit for that, but I think we finally have a throttle because Americans, you know, we can be a little bit lazy. So we get a 500-watt motor, 750 watts of peak power, 65 newton meters of torque. Inside here, a 720 watt-hour battery, good for a range of 85 miles. This is one of the widest saddles in the business right there. I'm really excited about that. Yes, this is going to be so comfortable. 20 mile per hour top speed with the throttle, 28 mile per hour top speed max. If you're pedaling, you have a Shimano 8-speed system right here. These are relatively new. I love this system. It's really, really great. 5 levels of pedal assist. You have the front fork right here, and then if you look, you get directions for your suspension that's included in the seat. So as you're going over bumps, this is going to collapse and expand and make the ride way more comfortable for you. We have an adjustable stem right here so you can get the perfect riding position. Hydraulic brakes, as you can see right there, front and back. We have turn signals in the tail light. I'll show you about that in a little bit. We have an LCD display, which is right up here. We'll turn it on in just a moment. These are 27.5 inch by 2.6 inch tires. Look at that. They are beautiful with the black spokes. I love it. This is a 6061 aluminum frame. As you can see right there, the bike is super light. It only weighs 63 pounds. It will carry 264 pounds. You get a rear rack right here, which is fantastic. And it comes in two colors. I chose sapphire blue, which is just amazing. It is just so gorgeous. It also comes in meteor gray, okay? Now let's get to the secret that I told you about very, very quickly. There is smart location tracking. If you download the Tenways app, this is the feature I wanted to show you about. This is a secret, so you have to be very quiet about this, okay? Listen, if you turn this counterclockwise, this is your bell, okay? No one is even gonna think there could be something hidden right inside here, but what do you think is in there? This is a tag, an air tag. It's compatible with the Apple Find My, whatever you're looking for right there. You can connect this and you will know at all times where your bike is actually located. I think that is such an amazing thing to include. The engineers at Tenways went above and beyond to do that. It's just so cool. And it's under the bell. Who would have thought of that, okay? I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, let's see if it comes charged. I think you have to charge this. We have the plastic wrap we can remove right here. You get a beautiful LCD screen. We'll give her some power and just see if I'm gonna need to charge her up first. I think I do have to charge her up first. I think so. What is this? So this is your charge port right here. So we'll give her a charge and then we'll come back and I'll show you everything that's on this display because it holds a lot of information. And look how they integrated the light right into here. This is such a cool bike. Tenways, they really do a great job of making a very nice electric bike. And you got these great tires. They're not fat tires, but they will function perfectly on gravel, on cement, tar, whatever you're riding on. These will be great. And they're not super fat tires. This is going to be such a joy to ride. So let me charge it and then I'll come back and I'll show you more. Here is a look at the LCD screen, and these numbers are great and it changes color. Look how clear this is and how large the numbers and the letters are. So if I go over here and hit the plus button, we're going to go to eco mode and it's going to give us an estimated range of 70 miles. If I go into tour, it goes to 64. Sport, we drop to 58. If I go to Sport Plus, we're going to 50. And if I go to Boost, we go to about a 48-mile range. Now, this is how much the bike is going to help you. I love this. This is so nice. It is so easy to see. This is fantastic. But I got a good day ahead of me, so let's go ahead. We're going to take this bike out, and we're going to enjoy every single mile. Before the great freeze of 2026, let's go out and enjoy a bike ride. Yes, I love the fact that this is a step through, okay, which makes it easy to get on. The handlebars are super comfortable. We're in eco right now. So let's go ahead and use the throttle. This is for the first time for a Tenways bike that we actually have a throttle, and you can see the power usage right here. Okay, now that we're going, oh my goodness. So I can tell you I love the saddle already. Widest in its class, and there is there's a shock absorber underneath it. Let's do some gear shifts. Okay, now this is a very different bike. This isn't an off-road bike. This is a very defined bike. Let's do a brake check real quick here. Okay, not too shabby. This is just a cruiser bike. It's almost like a poser. And look, now that we're in sport, your power meter is in blue. So if I go up to Sport Plus, it changes to orange. Oh, this is nice. This is really cool. Look at that. I hope you can see everything. I hope you can enjoy the view because I am. This is, oh my gosh, this saddle and the suspension underneath it is great. Okay, so for the first part of the test, you know what we do. We go down a really rough road to kind of judge the suspension and see how it's handling everything. And then we come up Torque Hill and we test the power of the bike itself. So we're going down here. I just coast. And the seat makes so much more fun. Holy moly. Okay, well, bonus points for the seat and the little shock absorber underneath it. It changes everything. It's a different feel because the back half of the bike does not bend like in other dual suspension bikes. It's just the seat that goes up and down. So you got to get used to it, but it's fun. Okay, let's go to boost. We're down to our 48-mile range. Let me make sure that I am in top gear. Okay, and they're going to come up the hill. Now, using the throttle, let's see, anything, we've raised the minimum score, so we have to hit at least 13. That's the requirement. See the power that we're using right here? We're going 17 is what this says. 15.6, 14.6. Come on, bike. Oh my gosh, I love, I might even raise this a little bit for the handlebars to come up just a hair. I can feel the front suspension working. I can feel the one under my rear really working. So we're going 12.8, 12.7. So that once again, 500 watt motor, 750 watts of peak power. We're just below the minimum, the threshold right here. Now we're hitting 13. Come on, stay with me. 13, 13, 13, 12.8. So we're gonna give that not a bad grade. It's just not this isn't like a racing bike. This is a poser bike. This is so nice. You want to be seen on this thing. The tires are quiet. The motor is quiet. This is so much fun. Okay, let's see here. I should have used my turn signal. Does it show up in the, yep, you got the turn signal right here showing up on your display, which is super nice. Does it turn off by itself or do you have to manually? I'm gonna let it kind of go for a minute. Now I'm going up this hill, I'm in top gear, and because of the motor, it's very easy to do. So I think you have to turn off the turn signal manually, and that's not a big deal. I've ridden, I don't know, this is my third or fourth Tenway, and they are super well built. They really are. You can just feel it. You can see, I've been on this for 2 minutes. Yep, okay, so there's the 20 mile per hour speed limit right there. Let's see what we can do going down this hill. 23, 24, 25, 26.5, 27, come on bike, 28, 29, come on, hit 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, come on. Oh, we almost did it. We almost did it. Oh my goodness. I like this bike. Now, you don't go off-road with this. You stay on the streets and you enjoy it. And this color with the sun shining on it, this matte blue, this sapphire blue, I think is officially what they call it, is gorgeous. Brakes are really nice. They're very quiet. I love the tall wheels and tires. And look, it's very maneuverable. Look at this. Wow, but then dead straight. This is how you test the build quality of a bike. If it'll go straight like this right out of the box, you don't really have to adjust anything. And you don't have to lean. You know it's a well-built bike. There are no seams anywhere on this. Some bikes you want to pedal, some bikes you want to use the throttle. I want to do both on this bike. Yeah, like I keep saying, this is the first Tenways bike with this throttle, and I'm glad they added it. It changes the bike. So so very comfortable. I love to bounce on my bike. I like the Tenway bike. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, we're acting like a little kid. That car, a little close there, lady. Jeez. Okay, let's come up here. Should have used my turn signal. Now, as we go up this hill, we're gonna go down in gears. We'll see how the bike shifts while you are pedaling and going uphill using the boost of the bike. See, we're at a 99% charge right now. And we're in boost mode, so let's go down a little bit. Oh, you can feel that a lot. There's a big difference in Boost and Sport Plus. See, now we're going to 98%. Oh, this is a nice bike. The only thing, my only thing, they have these smooth handles right here. And I wish they were textured, because your hands kind of slip. And this is not a major thing, but if I had to pick one thing about the bike, it would be the handles. I want a textured handle, and if they could have the little part where the palm of your hand sits, that would be super nice. But it's a minor complaint. Maybe they'll listen to me and sell an optional textured handle. But this, this is nice. Even going uphill, I want to pedal this thing. And if I can see the front, yeah, that suspension is good. That's a nice suspension. Now we're in sport. We're going up here about 10 miles an hour. This is nice. I believe the Newton meter, the power, the torque is 65, which I wish it had a little more, but this isn't a racing bike. This is something to get you to work, get you to school, run to the corner store, grab some milk and eggs or something, put it on the back rack. Let's use our turn signal. Here we go. So people know. All right, cancel that. And we're back in business. See how? Yeah, okay. This is a good bike. This is a really nice bike. You feel the quality. I've ridden so many bikes, and I can tell within the first 15 seconds of riding if it's a quality bike or not. Some of them are kind of rattly. Some of them I won't do the top speed test on. This one, this has everything you need. Quality, sufficient power, bonus points for the extra wide saddle, and the suspension under the saddle. I love this thing. Okay, let's go back and we're going to give it a grade. Let's go ahead and grade the Wayfarer on fit, form, and function. Fit is how this was packaged and what it was like in the box and how well protected this beautiful frame actually was. Perfection. I mean, you saw me unpack it. You saw the way that they packaged this thing, protected it. There's no scratches and there's no damage. And for the first time ever, the front wheel, as you noticed, came in its own separate box. It wasn't just kind of thrown in. Other bike companies will throw in the front wheel and sometimes it gets caught on the pedals and that causes some problems with the spokes. No. Tenways put this in its own separate box, and it was perfect. Okay, so absolutely, we're going to give it an A+ for fit because it's just in perfect condition. Form, the way that it looks. Bonus points for the step-through design. Bonus points for this color, which is amazing. This sapphire blue is a beautiful color. Bonus points because it's got the curved handle that is so easy and so comfortable, and bonus points because the stem you can adjust and you can raise this up and then tilt it and you can get the absolute perfect fit. The gigantic saddle for your badunkadunk is amazing. So yes, we're going to give this actually an A+ for form because it's a gorgeous bike. It's so stylish. It is so nice, and it's very, very light You can take this wherever you want to go. If you do camping, you can throw this in the RV, throw it on the back of your truck if you have a bike stand. It's just perfect, okay? Now, when it comes to function, the one thing, it's these very smooth, they're sewn like they're leather, they could be leather, these grips right here. I wish they had a little texture, like a little thing right here coming out here, just a little more comfortable. My hands kind of slipped a little. This is minor. I mean, this is so minor because the bike is so perfect. So we're going to count off just a little bit for that. And I do wish, if I'm being 100% honest, I wish it had a little more power. 65 Newton meters of torque, 750 watt peak power, okay? It would handle more, and it would be, I think, even more fun to ride. So maybe boost it up to like 1,000 watts of peak power, maybe 85, 95 Newton meters of torque. But with that still being said, it does fine. It really does. This is a very, it's a designer bike. Okay, it looks great. It's very, very stylish. It gets the job done, and it makes you happy when you are sitting on this gigantic saddle. So yeah, we're going to give it a B+ when it comes to function. Very minor things. I had to find something. I couldn't just make it, well, to me, basically, it is almost the perfect bike out there. I love Tenways, quality company, quality products, but I had to find, just a couple of things to be very nitpicky on. Price-wise, it's a little more expensive than some of the bikes that I have tested. It's $21.99. They've got it marked down to $19.99, and if you go to the website, there's ways to get $100 off. They also have a payment option, and if I can get a discount code from them, I will do that as well. Do I recommend this? Heck yes, I love this thing. This is something that I'm actually going to keep myself, and I am going to be riding this all the time. This spring, if you see me in my hometown, this is where I'm going to be. My little butt is going to be on this giant saddle right here, enjoying every mile. And you can see the LCD screen right here so clearly. They're big numbers, big words. It's color, it's gorgeous. I really think you're going to like this. So if you want to get some more information on the Wayfarer, please check the description box below. I've gone on and on about it. I guarantee it. You're going to love it, especially if you are an older rider. You want comfort, you want style, and you want quality, okay? This is a very high quality electric bike, and you can feel it. You really, really can. The sensor, the torque/cadence sensor right here is amazing. You've got the power that you need. You've got a rear rack right here, turn signals, headlight that is easy to adjust and aim. It's perfect. It really, really is. So thanks to everybody from Tenways for sending me this Wayfarer. I think you're going to love it. And I thank you for watching these review videos as well. All right, everybody, have a great day. Go out and ride a bike if you have one. Hug those kids if you got them too. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.